Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. With Jude's maternity in hand, Stefan backs EJ into a corner, and Alex tries making peace with Brady in moments Days of Our Lives. Eric is tidying up in the Kiriakis' living room after the marriage when Tate bursts in wanting to know if the news of Konstantin killing great-granddad and holding Theresa hostage was true. He wants to see his mama, but Brady says she has company. She's up with Alex. Oh. I am guessing that you're not okay with this? Brady says that Theresa made a choice between them and Tate realizes that's why he's paid her. No way came home the night ahead. Oh my god. Tate wants to know why Brady is still there, also. He's drawing up occasionally you have to clean up your own messes. But also Tate points out many times how awkward it's with Theresa upstairs with Alex, and Brady eventually agrees and runs out. Tate's about to join when Holly comes by. Days Brady looking worried as he talks to Tate in the Demera living room upstairs. Alex comes out of the restroom in a kerchief and checks on how Theresa is doing. He starts kissing the places she says hurts, and it's not long for the kerchief to drop. They snuggle in bed after some lovemaking and talk about how spooked she was with Konstantin, until Alex came and saved her. Forget Xander, he just wanted Kon dead. Alex, however, wonders what Kon meant by Theresa being a nuisance in his side ever since he got to city. She plays dumb. The Joe was deranged. I just do and suppose he liked me. Alex still isn't sure, so she says commodity about standing up to him, but she's empty, they should eat. Days Theresa and Alex snuggling in bed and talking in their undergarments after sleeping together. Paulina, meanwhile, is back on the internet looking at the concerned citizens of Salem Runner. Oh, get a life, all of you. Abe comes in with wine, telling her to let it go, but Paulina says she's writing an op-ed for the Spectator. She wraps it up, sends it off, and Abe says he's proud of her, but perhaps it's time for her to take the night out to relax. He hands her a glass of the good wine. Their marriage anniversary is hereafter. Paulina apologizes for forgetting, but Abe laughs it off and says it's time to ignore the world and enjoy each other. They go through their marriage reader again, though effects sour when Paulina mentions the day ending with Lonnie turning herself in for shooting TR. Hereafter, however, it's not just their anniversary or Juneteenth. Paulina's planning Johnny and Chanel's going down party. Days Abe happily handing a skeptical Paulina a glass of wine on their settee. Further Days just turned everything around. Nicole's working late over at the paper with Jude next to her. Also justifications when Eric comes by. She wouldn't have brought the baby if she'd known Eric would be working late too, but he smiles and says it's forfeiture. He coos over the baby a bit, also admits he needs to get an advertisement in the paper by hereafter morning. He needs to get relief of Sloan. He and Nicole walk through the publication divorce in the paper and him hiring EJ as his counsel. They start working on the post. Eric on the template EJ gave him, but Nicole thinks they should make it further fun and lower formal. She adds some captivation, but Eric tries to stop her. You ain't write that for the review. Dear, you miserable, lying slut. Days Nicole is beaming as she types on her laptop at the Spectator, while Eric looks over her shoulder. Slightly upset EJ bursts into the living room back at the Demera manse, demanding a talk with Stefan, and to find out if he was in on Kristen stealing the CEO position. Stefan gleefully toys with his family, envelope in hand before passing it over. I suppose this belongs to you. EJ has no indication what's going on, or what's in the envelope. These are DNA results, and they say that you aren't the father of Nicole's baby. Which must mean that Eric Brady is. EJ abductions the envelope out of Stefan's hands, and admits he forgot the DNA test was indeed in there when Stefan laughs at him for keeping it in the safe. He no way indeed looked at it. Stefan finds all that presumptive, but points out that EJ wasn't the least bit surprised about the news. Jude isn't his father. EJ shrugs it off saying it's all fully fabricated, but when Stefan offers to set up a new DNA test, EJ abductions his phone down. Stefan points out Nicole would leave him for Eric in a twinkle if she knew. Stefan gleefully holding a manila envelope in his hand as EJ looks down at it uncertainly. Further, Mary Beth Evans celebrates Stephen Nichols. Shut your damn mouth, EJ snaps. Stefan will. For a price. Stefan wants Gabby out of captivity. EJ's not the DA presently, he points out. So get the job back, Stefan says. He's got nothing better to do, and he should be largely motivated, Stefan points out. EJ's formerly started a recall crusade against Paulina. Once she's gone, he'll run for mayor and appoint a DA who'll do what Stefan wants. That's not good enough for Stefan, who wants Gabby out now, but as EJ starts yelling at him, Nicole arrives with Jude and stops the fight. EJ runs out on an important errand, leaving a ticked Nicole to gawk down Stefan. What was that each about? Brady runs into Alex at the Brady pub, surprised to see he's not with Theresa. He's about to slide off, when Alex stops him and says they should clear the air. They talk about how Theresa used Brady to make Alex jealous. Alex admits it was his fault for doing the same with Kristen, but he knows he wants to be with Theresa. Is Brady okay with that? Sure, Brady admits. He and Theresa no way work, so perhaps Alex saved him from further disappointment. Alex thanks him and leaves, just as Eric walks in, asking about Konstantin and is confessing to killing Victor. But when he asks about Theresa, don't worry about your cousin. However, it's Theresa, if there's anyone who's good at getting out of sticky situations and wharf on her bases. Holly and Tate make some small talk, also note that the prom is hereafter. Holly's predicated and Tate's parents are convoying, so she doesn't have important stopgap, but he's got a plan to be together. They're about to kiss when Theresa comes downward and wonders what's going on. She flips out at Tate, but they didn't do anything. Holly came to check on Maggie, Tate came to see his mama, but Theresa wouldn't stop yelling, so Holly leaves. Holly is looking into Tate's eyes with a slight smile. Further preview, Jack is back and it's hop time. But when Theresa says Holly hurt him ahead and will again, Tate fires back, oh, really, the same way you hurt Pater. Theresa's affrighted that Brady told Tate what happened and says she feels horrible, and Tate tells her to shut up. She no way cares about anyone. Go hang out with your little stupid swain or whatever. He storms out. In the show's final moments, Holly and Tate hold hands as they walk through the Horton Square. They stop and kiss, but Tate's still upset about who might see them. He apologizes for his mama, but nothing will keep them piecemeal. She also asks what his plan for the hop is. Back in the Kiriakis' manse, Theresa flashes back to her night with Brady, shaking it off as Alex gets back home. He asks why she's distracted and she tells him about her fight with Tate, but it's nothing for you to worry about. In the cantina, Brady checks in on how Eric is holding up and wants to be sure Eric is okay working with Nicole at the Spectator. Stefan closes the safe as Nicole asks where her hubby ran off to. He isn't sure, but it presumably has commodity to do with the news about Kristen getting the CEO position. Abe and Paulina are about to have one last glass before bed when someone knocks at the door. It's EJ. He'll have the solicitation withdrawn, but he wants commodity in return.